Thank you. Welcome to Borufan Online Academy. Today I wanted to show how to use Codeigniter and how to develop CRUD application by using Codeigniter. Then what is CRUD? CRUD is an inserting information, updating information, deleting information, and searching or reading informations. This is four operations CRUD. Today I wanted to present. Please subscribe our channel, Borufan Online, Borufan Software Solutions. Our agenda today, we wanted to create CRUD application. First agenda is what? Developing CRUD app, CRUD CI. In CRUD CI, we are categorized into two types. The first one is front-end design and the back-end design. In front-end design, HTML, CSS, totally. In front-end, we use Bootstrap. And in back-end design, I use in PHP using CI and MySQL DB. In what is CI? CI is a Codeigniter framework. CI is Codeigniter. Abbreviation is CI is Codeigniter. Codeigniter is a PHP framework, MVC pattern control, easy to learn and more document, user guide, and open source PHP framework, more fast and flow, MVC patterns. How to create to-do app or create CRUD app? Main goal of create to-do app or CRUD applications. The first one, create. All these viewer of this tutorial can understand how to create, how work with Codeigniters, understand HTML, CSS, can understand MVC pattern on Codeigniter. Trainer can configure and connect to MySQL database, and the trainer can understand CRUD operation about Codeigniters. Installation process step. First step is identifying pre-requirement. What is pre-requirement? On local machine or on your machine, you must identify whether it is contained or is there or not. But in local machine, Zamb and the WAMP local server. The other is download Codeigniter from www.codeigniter framework. It is a PHP framework. Codeigniter framework setup. Extract it in XAMPP, for example, local XAMPP htdocs or a WAMP www, and call your project on localhost by app and create database and configure. You get this process by through practice. And let's start and subscribe our channels. Let's go to coding. Let's show demo process of our application. The first one is CRUD application student list. Let's click student, then pop up like this by using Bootstrap. The first one is full name. Let's type full name. Fufa, Fufa, Fufa Olana, Fufa Olana, Olana, email Fufa at gmail.com, department software engineering or computer science. We can take this setting because we have we can type any others. Then Fufa Olana, then CRUD application, delete. You can delete edit process. Olana Boru Tullu. We can save it. Then Olana Boru Tullu. We can edit and then successfully updated and deleted. This is a CRUD application for we can develop like this in easy way in under a short period of time. Let's start coding. The first one, database first. We create database PHP admin database. My database local password is 1122. That creates database, new database. The database is our database is CI app DB. CI app DB is the first. Then CI app DB. In CI app DB, create table. What student table? Student any student label a student ID, student or full underscore name, email, course or subject, add one, add to department, other is status. Department, this is auto increment, save, full name varchar 255, email varchar 255, subject is, we can use this, and subject in the department is what, foreign key. This is not subject ID and the department ID, because you have many departments, many subjects, so one student can contain one department with many subjects. So we can use this auto increment, and the email subject department student can be created. Other is status, and the save status default is 0. Save. After that, I want to create department table. Depart, department department table, deep ID, deep name. Enough. Virtual, this is for tutorial purpose. Auto increment primary key and auto increment. Other is subject, and to add subject sub id, subject name, but it contains many. For this training purpose or tutorial purpose, I use only these two columns. Then varchar 255, save. Another student or in department structure varchar, yes, exact. Other, then I wanted to insert some demo. First name Bona Tola, department one. This latest take ads. Before inserting, they make this relation. You wanted to make a relationship between them. Cascade department ID, CI appdb column department. Add another constraint, cascade subject ID, CID database. The other is subject ID, safe. Then must first insert subject, insert CE, software engineering, SCE, computer science engineering. Another, let's go and edit some uh, data algorithm, data structure for tutorial purpose, digital logic design, digital logic design, and others. The others subjects, the other is department, insert computer science, deep, software engineering deep, and others go safe. Or another electrical engineering, electrical engineering, biology department, biology department, and others. Then second, add student, insert student for demo purpose. Tola Opsa, full name, email, tola@gmail.com. The first one is Tola is computer science engineering department. Subject is computer science. Department is computer science. Deep status is one. Go. Exact. This is completed. Then back to code. Then Google download free Codeigniter framework or from Codeigniter.org. Download from Codeigniter.com. Codeigniter. Then I want to download Codeigniter 3. Then show in folder. Then copy this code back to desktop. Then paste on this. After that, extract this code. Then I want to, this is first rename this CI app app CI app only CI underscore app CI apps. Then back to cut this. Then go to other computer var www html and paste on this. After that, I want to delete the copy. Then open this. Then back to open code, or in manual process we can open it, but I want to open in by Visual Studio Code, VS Code. Then application, structure of Codeigniters. This is the structure of Codeigniter. And to make dark, this white to convert into dark. If I wanted to change color into dark mode, material dark. See, after that, this is structure of Codeigniter folder application, structure of folders, application, system. This is application. We work on application. Codeigniter contains these two basic folders. The first folder is application, the other is systems. System contains built-in classes and other application built-in classes. Other is application. Application is the working area of our systems. The first one is cache. Cache is what it is used for storing cache on browser and connect for training purpose. And the other, we use this for training purpose, this application. The first configuration, we must configure the following, but some color, this color is not good for default dark light. Visual Studio, this is more clear than others. Okay, I want to configure my applications. This is very easy to configure. The first one, database configuration, copy and paste on this other URL helper URL file, and this copy on this and paste on this. Another, this configure autoload configuration is completed, then call our application on browser ci underscore apps ap apps. This is our application. Copy this, paste on this, copy this, and copy this and paste on base URL, paste. After that, we complete from these locations and go to database. In database, first of all, we must, this is host is local host, username admin, my local username. The other is root admin. The password is 1122. Database is CI database. Database coming to our database is CI app. Copy this and paste on this. Save. So there is refresh our application, then completed, configuration is completed. Then come back to first of all, come back to our controllers. What is controller? Controller is a mediator between view and the controller. It is a mediator. So right click, new file, student.php, php plus student extends ci controller public function underscore construct parent underscore construct method public function index for student. Then go to view. In view, right click, new folder, student folder. In student folder file, student and underscore list student.php, list underscore student, list student under list student.php. In list student, this is first of all, we type on this HTML, full HTML code, HTML doc type, HTML header, title, in title student CI CRUD application, CI CRUD applications, other. Then this is used for testing purpose because we use all in body. H1, this is student list, save. Then I wanted to call on you, load on controller this, load view in student slash list underscore student, semicolon, save. then come back to, then copy this line and paste on this, paste on this, copy this line and paste on this. Then I wanted to call on browser. First, I wanted to make this is default controller. Student list is default controller. The student, copy, then back to config routes default controller is a student. Save, back to refresh. This is student list. Exact. This is come from this list. So I wanted to dump this. I wanted to use Bootstrap from Google Gates Bootstrap popular Gates. And then I wanted to dump on Dyna online. Copy. And then remove after this because it is not used. It is not used. So there is copy this line of code, the paste for JavaScript, and but for testing for the training purpose we type on this, but when we type in more large project we must type script at the bottom because our application is more loading processes. Speed is limited in space because JavaScript always put on footers. Okay, thank you. Let us check once. No error. So I wanted to use div table, div container, div row, div call md12, div card, div colors, card header, card header, h4 student list, student list. Let us check. Refresh student list. Then come back on and class py5, y-5. Good. After that, in card, then type table class table border borderage table responsive table striped. Then work on this trth id no copy vvv full name department subject copy v For example, one, copy www first name obsa tullu tule. It is this obsa department SE department of software engineering subject intro to SE email obsa@gmail.com status is active. Save and refresh back to our application. Refresh. Exact. This is what I want. Back to then I wanted to make to dynamic this PHP. I want to dynamic when I want to dynamic first this db this load model the student model stdm student model student m or student model. This is a variable. Then come back to this for each this stud. This is a variable that I want to make a stud. This variable stud get all student semicolon as student. Then close this PHP. First one, let's make this is no is equal to 0 and this variable no plus plus for auto iterating PHP echo no semicolon PHP or like this PHP type PHP then student full underscore name. This is column name. Full underscore name is come from this student. Click student structure. Full underscore name come from full underscore name. Copy this and paste on this student. Come back on department. Then we make deep name. Deep underscore name. So there is copy this line of code and paste on this subject. Come back to subject name subject underscore name. Now there is v email status. Let us make other time. Go back to model. First of all, create model student model. Come back when you copy this code, this word, and come back to this paste .php. Control yes. Then PHP class extend class this extend this control copy and paste student model CI model, then public function get all student. This is come from get all student is come from this. Copy this line of code, get all student, and paste on this, save. Then we type this query, this db select all, this db from student, this db join. I wanted to join user department name and get department name, join depart. This is table join department. Copy this code and paste on this, comma department dot deep id, deep underscore id is equal to student dot depart, student dot department id, comma if it is blank, that's left join, copy v and come back to subject, copy table subject, copy this, copy replacing with department subject id, and when student sub id, then query is equal to this db get all, if query return query result. Save and refresh our applications. Get all of this db department exactly what we want. This is selecting, the other is inserting our application. Let us come back to this is part one, then let's see in next section. Thank you for viewing, and we can let the second time we adding, inserting the users, editing and deleting in second part. Thank you.